Hi, I'm Tim Groves, and I lead commercial innovation and operations at Economist Impact. Now, when I say commercial innovation, I mean anything to do with how we set up, deliver, and measure success across our client work. That includes anything from pre-sales support and resourcing to profitability tracking and reporting. Today, I'm going to show you how we transform disconnected workflows into a unified, data-driven system that's more profitable, more efficient, and better for our clients. When I first joined Economist Impact, one of the first things I noticed was how disconnected our workflows were between our teams. We're a business that really thrives on collaboration, but that didn't always show in the systems that we were using. It was spreadsheets everywhere. Each team had their own version of the truth. And any time we needed a clear view of the health of a project or the profitability of a program, it was a manual effort. Today, I'm going to show you how we use Monday Work Management to improve our systems and, in turn, improve our profitability as a business. As you might imagine, our disconnected processes made it hard to scale. We were growing quickly and delivering increasingly complex programs across media, events, research, and content. But without a centralized view of what was happening, so who was doing what we'd promised to the client, whether we were tracking profitability, it felt like we were making decisions in the dark. I knew we needed a system that could give us real-time visibility into our business, something that could pull everything together in one place. When we began exploring platforms, Monday.com was already top of mind. I couldn't open YouTube or step into the real tube without seeing an ad. And that kind of visibility really makes an impression. That's a shout out to your marketing team, Monday. So when we got serious about our options, I put together a wish list. We needed a platform that could handle pre-sales workflows, like capturing clients' needs, delivery tracking and resource allocation, financial visibility, all the way down to individual deliverables. Traditionally, ticking all of those boxes would mean stitching together multiple tools. But with Monday.com, we saw we could do it all in one platform. What stood out was the flexibility, but also the interface. Monday.com felt more intuitive, more fun to use. And that really mattered to us. We knew adoption would only succeed if teams actually wanted to use the platform. Monday.com didn't just support our processes, it let us reimagine them. And that was key, because we didn't just transfer our processes into Monday Work Management, we translated them. We used the implementation process as a chance to rethink how we worked. We partnered with Boost, a Monday.com partner, who helped us get into the weeds. Shell from Boost helped us map workflows, set custom automatizations, and connect everything end to end. He happens to be here at Elevate London, and he participated in the Monday Apps panel. We also leaned on Make, an integration tool, to link some of our other systems, creating seamless handoffs from sales through to delivery. The goal was never to force our business to fit the software. It was the opposite. Make the software fit us. Let me show you what it looks like. We use workforms to capture client requirements at proposal stage. Each form submission creates an item on our proposals board, which gets categorized, prioritized, and assigned automatically. From there, a Monday doc summarizes a brief and outlines next steps. Once we move to contract, that same item flows directly into our delivery tracker. One of the big aha moments for us was seeing the connection between proposal and delivery, unlocking visibility across the entire business. Suddenly, pre-sales and delivery weren't speaking different languages. They were working from the same source of the truth. The delivery tracker is where our magic happens. It's our hub for execution. It shows every in-flight project at contract, mapped to the deliverables we've promised. Our delivery team uses it to review requirements, deliverables, and decide where resources are needed. That in terms of program management as well as client servicing. When it moves to in progress, they attach deliverables outlined in our contracts, combining financial information with the deliverables themselves. It's also connected to our timesheets board, which applies cost rates to hours worked and gives us a live view of actuals versus budget. The real game changer was seeing this data come to life in our utilization dashboards, helping us understand whether a program was on track, not just from a delivery point of view, but from a profitability standpoint too. We can track the cost of each deliverable, not just the project overall, and that granularity helps us see what types of work are most profitable and how to price similar projects in the future. In one case, we had a client who ran a very successful campaign with us. They came back asking to renew using the same tactics. Thanks to our delivery tracker and the connected data that feeds our dashboards, we were clearly able to see that not only did it drive strong results for our client, it was also efficient and profitable for us too. We used the data to validate our approach, double down on tactics that worked, and we delivered an even stronger result in year 2. All of this rolls up into a time tracker that gives us visibility at every level. We have a capacity board that helps us plan resourcing across teams, profitability views that shows actuals versus budget, both in aggregate, but also at a program level. We have team-specific views that lets us spot gaps, bottlenecks, and overages early, and then we can act on them. The dashboards are key for reporting up into senior leadership. With them, we can now offer consistent, accurate data, something that was so much harder to do before. Back then, pulling these types of insights would require hours of spreadsheet wrangling, and now it's live and always up to date. So the impact's been huge. We've saved over 200K by consolidating tools. We no longer need different systems for resourcing, timelines, and reporting. We're 2% more profitable than budget on average across our programs, thanks to better visibility into cost and resource planning. We're working faster, which means we can realize revenue sooner with quicker invoicing. And it's not just about being faster, okay? We're working smarter. The data we capture today fuels decisions tomorrow. The live info means that we can be more agile and pivot as needed to stay within our budget. But most importantly, we're delivering a better client experience, which leads to more repeat business and bigger deals. So, what would I say to someone trying to solve similar problems? So, number one, don't underestimate the value of time tracking and live data. It's not about micromanaging your teams. It's about protecting them from burnout and making informed decisions that benefit everybody. And second, treat implementation as your chance to improve, not just digitalize. Because if you're just simply replicating your existing processes in new software, you're really missing an opportunity. Economist Impact is a business of insight. And now, thanks to Monday.com, our own business operations reflect that. We have the clarity to run leaner, the visibility to serve our clients better, and the infrastructure to scale what works. Thank you for listening.